corresponding funding would come in. That's why it's unprogrammed appropriations, Your Honor.
When the Constitution says...
So, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Nagbalik naman tayo ngayon. Magbigay reaction tayo sa magpinsan kay BBM at saka kay Romualdez mga par. Kasi pinapatawag sila sa Supreme Court na inimbestigahan about po sa BICAM report mga par sa budget ng ating bansa, budget sa 2025. So ngayon mga par, inimbestigahan ng Supreme Court. Hindi masyadong nakasagot ng tama yung si Romualdez mga par. So mas mas lalo pong maintindihan po natin lahat. So may video po ako. So ipakita ko po sa inyo mga par.
In GR number 275405 argued claim that there is an additional insertion of 449.5 billion to the unprogrammed appropriations, which originally was set at 281.9 billion. Clearly, there is a huge increase in that the total unprogrammed appropriations ballooned to 731.4 billion. The legislative intent of this prohibition, according to the Constitutional Commission, is to prevent enormous budgetary deficits. How does the Bicameral Conference Committee account for such enormous increase? Is this not a clear contravention of this constitutional provision?
No, Your Honor. Because that provision applies the prohibition to increase the budget submitted by the President does not refer to the NEP or the National Expenditure Program submitted by the President, but it refers to the budget of expenditure and financing or BESF, which is the budget document specified in Section 22 of Article 7 on the Executive Department as the basis for the General Appropriations Act. What I'm saying, Your Honor, is the purpose of that provision is, as you correctly stated, to prevent any budget deficit, any humongous or any very large budget deficit. That's why Congress has to look also at the funding or financing side, not only the expenditure side, like the NEP. Now, since the concept of unprogrammed appropriations is something like on standby, only when funds are available, only when there is an excess collection from revenue, only when new foreign loans are granted, then that is not counted for purposes of determining whether there might be a budget deficit, because it will only come to play when the corresponding funding would come in. That's why it's unprogrammed appropriations, Your Honor.
When the Constitution says appropriations do not cover and program appropriations?
That is correct, Your Honor, but we have to understand the underlying reason for that particular provision. And as I explained earlier, we are referring to the BESF. The total amount of 5.7 trillion, Your Honor, was not changed in the GAA. it's still the same because we are only looking at the obligation side, referring to program appropriations and automatic appropriations. The inclusion of the unprogrammed appropriations is there only on standby, but it does not constitute the obligational the list of obligations that the government will have to comply as for its operations.
Attorney Colmenares, if you have any refutation, you expound that in your memorandum. My time is. I hope you're listening. Since you are the one in your petition that made such allegation, you can expound your refutation as what the Solicitor General said. That concludes my interpretation. Thank you.
So yun po mga par, no, hindi masyadong nakasagot ng tama si Romualdez mga par. So halatang may pangurap yung nangyari sa ating BICAM report mga par. So ngayon ay si Romualdez ay parang makukulong na to mga par, kasi dahil sa ginagawa niya sa ating pera, na nangungurap po siya sa pera ng bansa, nangungurap po siya mga par sa pera sa mahihirap. So ngayon mga par, kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe sa aking YouTube channel, paki-subscribe naman mga par, para palagi po kayong updated sa video natin na i-upload.